Imagine a hill, not just any hill, but a colossal sandstone giant rising from the plains. Upon this giant rests a fortress. This is no ordinary fort. It is a city within a fortress, a world unto itself. This is Gwalior Fort. It has stood for centuries, a silent witness to the tides of history. Its sheer size is breathtaking, sprawling across the landscape like a sleeping beast. The great Mughal Emperor Babur called it the pearl in the necklace of the forts of Hind. He was not wrong. Its beauty and strength have captured the imagination of travelers, poets, and emperors for over 1,000 years, each one leaving their mark upon its ancient stones. The fort stands guard over the city of Gwalior in the heart of India, in the state of Madhya Pradesh. It sits on a long, narrow, and steep hill, a natural defense that made it nearly unconquerable. From a distance, it looks like a great ship sailing across a sea of green fields and bustling city streets. Its walls seem to grow directly out of the rock, a seamless blend of human skill and nature's power. The sunlight catches the golden sandstone, making the entire structure glow with an otherworldly light. It is a sight that stops you in your tracks. A magnificent vision pulled from the pages of a forgotten legend, telling tales of power and glory. The first glimpse of Gwalior Fort fills you with a sense of wonder. The hill itself is impressive, a long winding plateau of rock. The fort's silhouette dominates the skyline from miles around, a constant reminder of the region's rich and turbulent past. As you draw closer, the details begin to emerge. You see the intricate carvings, the massive battlements, and the delicate domes of palaces peeking over the high walls. The air seems different up here, filled with the whispers of history. You feel as if you are stepping back in time, leaving the modern world behind to enter a realm of kings, warriors, and saints who once walked these very paths. This fortress is more than just a collection of old buildings and walls. It is a living museum, a chronicle of North India's history written in stone. Every corner tells a story, every gateway holds a secret. It has seen empires rise and fall. It has been a home to mighty rulers, a prison for unfortunate princes, and a sacred site for pilgrims. To walk through Gwalior Fort is to walk through the very soul of India's past. The scale of it is hard to comprehend. It is a place where you can easily get lost, not just in its winding lanes, but in the depths of its long and fascinating story. The defenses of Gwalior Fort are legendary. Its walls are massive, towering over the landscape and stretching for miles. They are not simple barriers. They are complex structures, built and rebuilt over centuries by different rulers. The walls follow the natural contours of the hill, creating a formidable line of defense that would have struck fear into the hearts of any attacking army. From below, they look impossibly high, a sheer cliff of stone reaching for the sky. These walls have withstood countless sieges, silently absorbing the blows of cannonballs and the shouts of invading soldiers, a testament to the genius of their builders and the strength of their design. Access to this city fort is through a series of magnificent gates known as poles. The main entrance for visitors today is the Urvai Gate, a grand and imposing structure. As you pass through it, you are greeted by giant rock-cut sculptures of Jain Tirthankaras, carved directly into the cliff face. These serene figures, some over 50 feet tall, have watched over this path for centuries. Another important gate is the Hathi Pol, or Elephant Gate, which was the main entrance to the palace complex. Imagine royal elephants, decorated in fine silks and jewels, making their grand procession through this very gate, their trumpets echoing against the stone walls. The outer walls of the fort are a marvel of engineering. They are thick, solid, and fortified with circular bastions that provided strategic viewpoints for the defenders. The architects used the steep cliffs of the hill to their advantage, making any direct assault almost suicidal for an enemy. The vibrant blue tiles that once decorated parts of the wall, especially near the Man Singh Palace, still catch the eye. Though faded by time, they hint at the fort's former splendor, a splash of color against the weathered sandstone. These walls were not just for protection, they were a statement of power and prestige, a beautiful yet deadly embrace. Walking along the battlements today, you can feel the history beneath your feet. The stones are worn smooth by the passage of time and the tread of countless sentinels. From this vantage point, the entire city of Gwalior spreads out below you like a map. You can see the modern city with its busy streets and the old town with its ancient temples. This view gave the fort's rulers a commanding position, allowing them to control the surrounding lands and trade routes. The walls of Gwalior Fort are more than just a boundary. They are the keepers of stories, the silent guardians of a legacy that has endured for ages. The story of Gwalior Fort is the story of India itself, marked by a long line of rulers from different dynasties. Its origins are shrouded in legend, said to be founded in the 8th century by a chieftain named Suraj Sen. He was cured of leprosy by a hermit named Gwalipa, and in gratitude, he named the fort and the city after the holy man. For centuries, the fort passed through the hands of powerful Rajput clans, including the Kachapagatas and the Pratiharas. They built the earliest structures and established the fort as a center of power, laying the foundation for its future greatness and its role as a key stronghold in northern India. The Tomar dynasty left the most indelible mark on the fort. Raja Man Singh Tomar, who ruled in the late 15th and early 16th centuries, was a great patron of art and architecture. He built the magnificent Man Singh Palace, a jewel of Rajput design that still mesmerizes visitors today. His reign was a golden age for Gwalior, a time of peace, prosperity, and cultural flourishing. The fort became a renowned center for music, and the famous musician Tansen, one of the 9 gems of Emperor Akbar's court, is said to have honed his craft here. The legacy of the Tomars is etched into the very fabric of the fort. After the Tomars, the fort fell to the Mughals. Emperor Babur captured it in 1526, and it remained an important Mughal stronghold for generations. They used it not only as a military base, but also as a high-security state prison. Many royal prisoners, including Emperor Aurangzeb's brother Murad Bakhsh, were held and executed within its walls. The Mughals added their own architectural touches, building mosques and other structures that blended with the existing Rajput style. The fort's strategic importance meant that every major power in North India, from the Mughals to the Marathas and later the Scindias, sought to control it, making its history a dramatic saga of conquest and rebellion. The Scindia dynasty, a powerful Maratha family, eventually took control of the fort in the 19th century before it passed into the hands of the British. The Scindias later built their opulent Jai Vilas Palace in the new city below, but the fort remained a potent symbol of their heritage and power. Today, the fort stands as a monument to all these rulers. It is a place where Hindu, Jain, and Islamic art and architecture coexist, telling a complex story of conflict, tolerance, and cultural exchange. The echoes of these kings and queens still resonate through its palaces and courtyards, a powerful reminder of its glorious and often violent past. Visiting Gwalior Fort today is like stepping into a vast, open-air museum. The sheer number of monuments within its walls is staggering. One of the most significant sites is the Man Singh Palace, built by Man Singh Tomar. Its exterior is adorned with beautiful blue, green, and yellow tiles, forming patterns of ducks, elephants, and crocodiles. Inside, you can explore its many courtyards, chambers, and underground levels, which were used as cool summer retreats and later as dungeons. The palace is a masterpiece of early Hindu architecture, a place where you can almost hear the music and laughter of a bygone royal court. The fort is also home to some remarkable temples. The Telika Mandir is the oldest and tallest structure inside, with a unique architectural style that blends North Indian and South Indian designs. Its soaring shikara or roof tower can be seen from all over the fort. Nearby are the Saas Bahu Temples, which are not dedicated to a mother-in-law and daughter-in-law as the name suggests, but are a corruption of Sahasrabahu, another name for Lord Vishnu. These 11th century temples are covered in exquisite carvings of gods and goddesses, telling stories from Hindu mythology with incredible detail and artistry, a feast for the eyes and the soul. Beyond the major palaces and temples, there are countless other treasures to discover. There is the Gurudwara Data Bandi Kaur Sahib, a sacred Sikh shrine commemorating the release of the 6th Sikh Guru, Guru Hargobind, from the fort's prison. You can also find the Gujari Mahal, a palace built by Man Singh for his beloved Queen Marinyayani. Today, it houses an archaeological museum with a fine collection of sculptures and artifacts from the region. Every turn reveals something new: ancient water tanks, crumbling barracks, and hidden passages that spark the imagination and invite you to explore further into this historical labyrinth. A visit to Gwalior Fort is an unforgettable experience, a journey that should be on every traveler's list. It is not just about seeing old buildings. It is about feeling the weight of history and connecting with a past that is still very much alive. Whether you are a history enthusiast, an architecture lover, or simply a curious traveler, the fort has something to offer. It challenges you to look beyond the present and appreciate the depth and richness of India's heritage. To stand on its ancient ramparts, with the wind carrying whispers of forgotten empires, is to understand why this place is truly the pearl among fortresses, a timeless jewel in India's crown.